Hi, this is Cindy Gardner, Vice President of Marketing at iPEC, coming to you with another coaching moment, where today we take on the question of how is it that I can overcome my tendency to procrastinate? Great question. You know, despite our best efforts, we plan, we schedule, we organize, we say, this is the day, I'm going to get this stuff done, and somehow procrastination takes its hold on us. Why is that? Well, we're going to look at a couple of reasons that happens and what you can do about it. First, the procrastinator tends to delight in focusing on tasks that are convenient as opposed to taking on the ones that are urgent. Why? Because there's no stress attached to tasks that are convenient. So they tend to shy away from the urgent stuff, and those urgent tasks pile up, just creating more stress and overwhelm. So you want to really distinguish between things that are urgent and those that are convenient, and really tackle the urgent things first. Get them out of your way so you can move on. Next is distractibility. Happens a lot, right? We have the best plans laid out for the day, the things you're going to do. You got things flying in left and right that were totally unanticipated and take you off task. So what you want to do is set up some boundaries and keep very focused on what you say you're going to do in that given day. Set your boundaries, learn how to say no. It's not personal, it's okay, you got work to do, things to get done. Next is forgetfulness. We tend to think we have a great memory. I personally don't think that. I know I don't have a good memory. But many of us think that we can keep track of everything that we need to do, keep track of it up here. And we tend to forget things because we can't keep track of all of it. We all have a myriad of things to do. So my suggestion to you is get some kind of tracking system where you can keep everything together in one place, your tasks, your to-dos, just everything that you want to get accomplished, and keep an eye on that consistently throughout the day. Check off the things that you got done. Have a great sense of progress too throughout the day as you're taking these things on. Next is chunking things down into smaller bite-sized pieces, if you will. Sometimes we get overwhelmed because we look at a project and we think, wow, that's like a larger-than-life project. How am I ever going to get that done? And then we shy away from it. So if you take on a large project, chunking it down into smaller bite-sized tasks, if you will, like 15-minute projects that you take on at a time, before you know it, you will have moved on through that project and it's behind you. Next is fear, which is this intense desire to delay a task. And it shows up in a big way as avoidance. So what you want to find out for yourself is, what's the fear all about? Why am I stepping away from doing this stuff over here? Why don't I want to do it? What's the fear? Am I afraid that I'm not going to know what to do, know how to do it? I'm going to get judged for not doing it very well. What is it? You've got to ask yourself those questions, get to the heart of that fear so that it comes to the surface, you can deal with it and move on. Next is perfectionism. Many of us, particularly those of us who procrastinate, get lost in this notion of perfectionism, that we won't even begin to take on a task until we know we can do it with absolute perfection. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not perfect, and I sure don't live in a perfect world. And I invite you to dispel with the notion that perfection even exists. Know that you're going to give your best 100% all the time to whatever it is that you undertake, and the results are whatever the results are, come what may. You've done your best. So these are just some of the things that are sources of procrastination for many of us, and ways that you can take those things on, and a couple of other tips. You could invite a friend or get a coach in your corner to help keep you accountable to doing the things that you say that you're going to do. And the other thing is to maximize your energy. Recognize when your energy is highest throughout the day and take on your most challenging tasks at that time, because you'll be able to move through them much more easily and much more quickly. So there you have it. Procrastination can be a very hard habit to break, but if you really commit yourself to doing some of these things, you'll get on the other side of it, and you can bid farewell to procrastination. So, thanks for tuning in to another coaching moment. If you'd like to hear more such coaching moments, I invite you to hit the subscribe button right above here. And if you have your own tips on how you overcome procrastination, I surely invite you to share them with us in the comments box below. Thanks again, and we look forward to seeing you real soon.